Compressed air generated by compressors is essential for many industrial processes and indispensable at almost all building sites. The most widespread technology used to generate compressed air is the oil-injected screw compressor. Inside the compressor, the intake air is compacted by means of a screw. The intake air must be free of dirt particles. Oil is mixed with the air to lubricate and cool the screw. The result is an air-oil mix. The compressed air itself must be almost oil-free when it reaches the consumer. This means clean intake air and clean lubricants are essential requirements for the smooth running of compressors and necessary for the reliable generation of compressed air. High-quality filters from MANN+HUMMEL are designed to do just the job. Production equipment must offer high performance with low running costs, and the same is true for compressors. In both cases, filters are critical components because they influence the energy consumption and the quality of the compressed air generated. A filter system where components such as air cleaners, oil filters, and air-oil separators are matched to each other increases efficiency and economy. MANN+HUMMEL is therefore the first address for high-quality filtration. So let's look at the first element of this system, the air cleaner. First of all, it prevents dirt and dust particles from entering the compressor. It therefore protects the screw and bearings against undue wear. But MANN+HUMMEL air cleaners not only hold back the coarse particles, they also stop the smallest troublemakers from entering the system, and so reduce the strain on the air-oil separator and oil filter installed downstream. MANN+HUMMEL offers special solutions for either portable or stationary compressor systems. The heart of the filter plays an important role. Filter elements with innovative media ensure absolute form stability for the complete service life. Our filter media, specially developed for use in compressors, are characterized by the highest filtration fineness and dirt holding capacity. Low differential pressure enables economical and energy-efficient operation of the compressor. The characteristics of cheap filters are very different: low form stability and filtration performance, and a low dirt holding capacity. These three deficits also work against each other in the filter system. Cheap filters allow particles to enter the system and therefore considerably shorten the total service life of the compressor. It's better to stay on the safe side. As a development specialist and OEM supplier, MANN+HUMMEL only produces high-quality filters, which ensure the smooth running of your system. The sealing is also an important factor for reliable operation of the air cleaner. It prevents the ingress of dirt into the system. Cheap filters are basically a spanner in the works. Unsuitable seals may result in holes, grooves, or cracks. In many cases, the seal has no chance of doing its job because the filter is not fitted exactly to the dimensions of the housing. MANN+HUMMEL filter elements are only made from high-quality materials, but even they have to be changed from time to time. A differential pressure indicator signals the right time and sends a signal to the compressor display. Now let's go back to the filter system. The second component is the air-oil separator, or how the mixture of air and oil is made almost oil-free. The compressed air containing oil is directed into the oil reservoir and rotates around the air-oil separator. This cyclone effect enables pre-separation. In order to achieve a residual oil content of 1 to 3 ppm, a further separation process is necessary. Therefore, the oily air now flows through the air-oil separator. In the layers of filter media, many small oil droplets are converted to larger oil drops through the coalescer effect, and then sink to the bottom of the filter. And for the air-oil separators, it's true to say, the whole is only as good as the sum of its parts. MANN+HUMMEL air-oil separators convince through the technical know-how of a development specialist and the OEM supplier. The fiberglass medium is exactly matched to the requirements, with a high dirt holding capacity, low differential pressure and low residual oil content, in order to make the running of compressors economical and reliable. The oil, separated from the compressed air, is directed back to the screw via an oil return pipe and serves as further lubrication and cooling. The same is not true for cheap products. The filter element does not meet the requirement for a low residual oil content in the compressed air. It has a lower dirt holding capacity and high differential pressure can occur. Conclusion: the compressed air flowing from the compressor will dirty the pipelines and the fine filter fitted downstream for the processing of the compressed air. Cheap filters result in considerably higher costs for the user. MANN+HUMMEL air oil separators maintain their quality for the complete service life and offer the highest process reliability. The materials used, such as the filter medium and metal parts, are not affected by pulsations and are designed for differential pressure up to 5 bar. In addition, all parts are conductively connected. The selection of materials, however, is not taken as seriously by the producers of cheap filters. Unsuitable metals rust and thus dirty the oil and compressed air from within. Cheap filters are not able to handle pressure fluctuations, leading to deformation or even total failure of the air-oil separator. And they are often not protected against the buildup of static charge, which in the worst case can lead to a fire in the compressor. But with the air-oil separator from MANN+HUMMEL, you are on the safe side. The compressor display indicates the right time for a service. The same is true here. The original product is the best replacement. MANN+HUMMEL air-oil separators in OEM quality are the best choice. Air cleaners, air-oil separators and oil filters. All good things come in threes. Now we've come to the third part of the filter system, the oil filter. In the generation of compressed air, the three important functions of the oil are to cool, lubricate and seal the screw. Clean oil is required for the smooth running of the screw. MANN+HUMMEL oil filters separate the smallest particles such as dust and particles arising from the wear of metal and so protect the compressor screw. Compressor oil acts much more aggressively than engine oil. The demands placed on the filter element are thus considerably higher. MANN+HUMMEL has developed innovative filter media to meet these requirements. The same is true for other components of the oil filter, such as for seals and the housing. The highest quality is standard. Cheap filters, often equipped with unsuitable filter media and insufficient filter fineness, will fail in the long term. In the worst case, the whole filter collapses and the system is seriously damaged by unfiltered oil. The result of wear on the screw can even lead to a total failure of the compressor. Such an oil filter also compromises the function of the air-oil separator, so cheap often ends up being expensive. MANN+HUMMEL oil filters ensure the highest filtration performance for the complete filter service life. High-quality materials result in pressure stability and protection against corrosion, therefore allowing the highest reliability for the compressor. Reliability is much lower when using cheap filters. Rust means an additional dirt element, possibly even resulting in a leak to the housing. Oil on hot component parts amounts to a high risk of fire. There is even a risk of total failure of the compressor. Insufficient pressure stability has similarly disastrous consequences. Seals can also vary immensely. MANN+HUMMEL filters are equipped with seals which are designed to handle the aggressive compressor oil, the temperature level, and the pressure levels. Even after a cold start, the seals on the bypass valve provide perfect reliability. Yet inferior seals are often not worthy of their name. They aren't matched to the conditions, may well dissolve in the aggressive oil, and even contaminate the compressed air with chemicals. They also fail to meet the other exacting requirements. The bypass valve has an important function. During a cold start, it ensures that the compressor is reliably lubricated at all times. The cheap solution fails miserably here too. The valve opens too early and unfiltered oil is allowed to reach the screw. If it opens too late, the supply of oil to the screw is inadequate. In both cases, the result is undue wear of the screw. To summarize, cheap filters are the wrong way to save money because the increased wear or even the failure of the compressor can end up causing considerable expense. Therefore, we recommend you only use high-quality filters to make sure your compressor runs as it should. MANN+HUMMEL products provide the right conditions for operational reliability, efficiency, and a long service life. MANN+HUMMEL is the market leader for the OEM compressor market. As the leading development partner in this field, we know the requirements down to the last details, and we do not differentiate between our OEM parts and our replacement parts, because the original is always the best replacement. MANN+HUMMEL filters stand for high energy efficiency, reliable generation of compressed air, long filter service life, economical operation and long service intervals for the compressor. MANN+HUMMEL filters are always the right choice.